Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room Recap for Wednesday, December the 20th. Let me do one thing over here. All right, my name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. If you have any questions for me, this is the address you can use. This is a free room, no strings attached. We don't ask you for a credit card or anything. You just click on that link or copy and paste that into your browser. It'll take you to a sign-up page. You'll create a password, and that's it, one time only. That'll get you into the room. I'm live all day long from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Monday to Thursday. I usually knock off around 3 o'clock on Fridays. I share my screen also. So we have a lot of fantastic traders in our trading room. And if you want to take out a subscription to Trade Ideas, there's the link you can use. We will be having a big promo starting sometime on Friday. It'll be 24% off, and that'll run probably to at least Christmas Day, 11:59 p.m. Christmas Day, maybe the following day, but more on that later. All right, wow, I'm in a couple of trades right now, and one of them is still working out well, but this is the incredible trade of the day. So, NETE, of course what they did is they said something about, well, we've got crypto too. Why not? So they put, I saw this was not right off the bat. This is 8:30 when this hit, you know, and I'm watching starting around 7:30. So this took a while, and I was really upset with myself because I did want to take this one right around here and I missed it. And I thought it was over. You know, that's it. There's no way I can get into it. Well, I did decide to finally take it. I said, you know what, this is just ripping too much. Everybody is still looking for the next LFIN, you know, LFIN, which traded crazily earlier this week. So I ended up taking this one at 12.85, right about here. And look what happened. This is pre-market, remember. This is in the pre-market now. By the way, I honestly can't remember. I have done more pre-market trading this year than absolutely, well, maybe in the last 4 or 5 months than I've ever done in my entire trading career. There's just been so. Usually, I always wanted to wait for things to set up, but there's been such incredible moves in the pre-market. Hard not to take some of them. So anyway, what happened? Well, I did sell some at 15.30. Thought, okay, can't take a chance. It's only, one of the reasons is it's only, make sure I've got this, 1.89 million in the float. So there's such a low float for this price of a stock. And again, if you're not familiar with the float concept, the float is just the number of shares available for trading. And the lower that number, that's the supply. And if a stock is in demand for whatever reason, that press release they put out, no matter how fluffy you think that press release is, people hopped on it. So low supply, high demand, this is what can happen. So I ended up selling some at 15.30. That's close enough. Got in there, sold some here, sold some at 18.50. At this point, I don't have that much left. And then, sure, sold some way up here at 24. Right about there as it was going. Got up to 20, almost to 25, and when it came back down, I sold some here. And then I got out the balance at 18.80 down here. Now you might wonder, well, why did I wait so long? I didn't have very much left. I'd sold, the bulk of everything was gone. This was just holding on in case it did something really, really crazy. So again, got out the balance right about here. Now, my gas company. Now, got back in it with a lot of people on this move right here. It took this out, got back in it at 21.46, right about here. On this move here, almost took out the high. I actually thought if it could take this high out, I mean, this, who knows where this would run. So got out some right there. Took the trade right there and got out some at 22.48. Right about there. So of course, I was always worried, again, with these low floats, this could drop. I mean, what did that drop? That was 2171 down to, 16. You just have to be so careful. As I say in the room many, many times, you can't take a stock like this and then go, go downstairs and make yourself a sandwich. You've got to be watching these like a hawk. And then on this move down here, I got out just under 22. So, unbelievable. I mean, what can I say? This is just unbelievable action on these cryptos. Now, NXTD, another one, put out a press release, put crypto in the press release. This was a lot harder. This is a 15-minute chart. And people ask me, why do I use the 15-minute chart instead of a 1 or 2 or even a 5? Now, I use the 5, but I use the 15 mainly because it tends to smooth things out. It tends to eliminate all these topping tails and bottoming tails. But in this particular case, that didn't happen. I did end up taking this trade at 320, right about, I can't remember if it was the pre-market now. I think it might have been. Yeah, I think it was the pre-market. Got out some at 341. Yeah, it had to be. Yeah, actually, this was another pre-market trade. I forgot about this one. So I took the trade at 320. Sold some on the pop up to 340. And got out. I think I took a little bit of loss as it came back down. All right. Got back into this trade at 318, right around here. Look how whippy it was, though. Got back into the trade right here. Close enough. 318. Look at the pop it had, up to 355. I'd love to say that's where I sold. I sold actually some at 334 on the way up, and at 342, I think, 342. And now, we'll see. I still have some left, not much. We'll see what happens by the end of the day. MTEM, this is one from Real. Now, interestingly, so I got into this trade, but here's the interesting thing. Now, you've heard me talk about how, we're always looking for trend reversals. So this is an idea of a trend reversal. Here's been the trend down, then all of a sudden it starts to reverse. Now, if you've been in the room, you know that we've talked at length about this cross. This orange line right there is the 8 EMA, and this blue line is the 20 SMA. Doesn't matter what time frame. So, Real is the one, of course, has been harping on this for it seems like years now. And since we've now been able to add indicators to our charts, I added them, and I am now following them a lot more closely myself. So, as I say, they work on all time frames. But look at this. There's the cross right there yesterday, or it might have been today. I don't know. But there's the cross right there. And the theory being that when the 8 EMA catches up to the SMA, that might be the start of a move upwards. Anyway, bottom line is, I'm
market data connection loss.
I'm very, very late on this one, because I think Real told us about this one probably in this area here. Okay. Anyway, bottom line is I got into this trade at 920, right about here. I did sell some at 955. Was actually on my elliptical. I was doing my workout. This is over noon. So I had this big chart so I could stare at it while I was doing my workout, and hopped off some so I could take some out here. Able to withstand that pullback because I had sold some. Excuse me. And now, depending on where it closes, I may hold this one, for a swing. Man, oh man. That's about it. There's just so much happening. I did take a swing yesterday. It did not work. Took a swing trade in this one yesterday. If you're in the room, you know that I was interested in this one. Why? Take a look at the daily chart. And you can see that big void. This is still of interest to me. I'll watch this one tomorrow, see if it takes out 6 again and maybe starts to fill that void. Look at the cross down here, at 530. Could have easily probably got it here. They hadn't run away. I will be paying a lot more attention on the daily crosses also, not just the intraday, not just these intraday crosses. But anyway, the bottom line is that I took this trade at the end of yesterday because it closed near the high of the day. That's one of my criteria. So I ended up taking this trade. I think it was at 613. Where were you? 613, and it just didn't work, you know. So I got out of the trade. I think it was at 593. I think I took a 20-cent loss on it. But you know, and I had share sized for a swing trade, so a 20-cent loss wasn't that much. So anyway, I will watch this one though going forward, see if it can takes out 6 again. Want to get back into the room. This is another exciting day, man. Oh man! I mean, look at NXTD, by the way. Wow, jeez. NXTD is still ripping here. You know, have to be careful. A lot of these companies now are just putting crypto in their press releases. They're saying, you know what, we're going to offer, you know, a chance. I don't even know what these guys do. I think they have some kind of security platform. They may have said, you know what, we'll accept bitcoins or something as payment. Unbelievable, quite unbelievable. It reminds me of the dot-com days when, if you were around in those days, all a company had to do was say, yeah, we're starting a website too. And boom, the stock would just soar. All right, want to get back into the room. It's just too exciting not to be there. So again, if you want to ask me any questions, here is the email address. This is the link to get into the room. I'll open the room tomorrow at about 9 o'clock Eastern Time, share my screen, and be live on the mic. You might want to hold off on a subscription because we will be offering it 24% on Friday at some point, 24% discount. So as opposed to the 15% if you do it now. And that's it. Hopefully we'll see you in the trading. Come on, see you in the trading room tomorrow. And have a great evening, everybody. Bye bye.